Do not attempt to adjust your screen. Forbes DVD Live is taking over. Yeah, what it is, people, it's your boy Doggie Diamonds, Forbes DVD Live. The room is a little darker. They painted the room here. DTF Radio is gray and shit. So if it look a little gloomy, having a bad day, fucking sun is setting real late and shit, so it's making it late in the day and shit. But we got BossChick Raine in the building.
What's poppin'?
What's going on with you?
Cooling, grinding, regular.
Grinding. So let's just get right into it. BossChick Battle League. What is BossChick Battle League?
BossChick Battle League is a premier female battle platform where we do more than just put on battles. We put on events, and we are about the betterment of the artist. It's the artist first on this side.
So you say premier female battle league. Now you know what your criticism is going to be. There's already a premier female battle league called Queen.
There's a first, platform. Okay. Salute to them. I come from that platform. My first battle on camera. No, not even. I'll take that back. My first battle in a battle league setting was from Queen of the Ring. So salute to them. But when I say premier, I just mean more so, not in the sense of first. Of course, we can't be the first. We're not the first. You know what I mean? But I mean more so as elite.
Okay.
That we're putting on, events. When you come to our events, it's not just about the battle. We have performers, both battle rappers and non-battle rap artists. We have, it's a live situation. Who pops bottles at a battle rap event? They would pop bottles at our event, man. So shout out to the Bronx on that one. You know what I'm saying?
Here we go with this Bronx shit. Make it big. Make it big and happy.
Yes,
Here we go.
You already know. I have to rep the Bronx. I'm Bronx biased, and I'm putting on for my borough. That's what it is. So.
All right. So what I don't understand, and what I'm trying to get to understand, is the Queen of the Ring issues. Is it issues on both parts? Did you say some things that you probably shouldn't have said? Did you do some things that might have sparked some of their anger?
No.
Where's the issues coming from?
The issues coming from because I created a league. Me and my team, and shout out to All Winter. All Winter is my partner. We had this idea from before, and you know how I move.
Mm-hmm.
I move with respect. I called them. I won't say them. I called Debo. I should have probably also called Babs. That was the plan, but it wasn't executed. But I did call Debo right before I announced it because I didn't want him to find out via the internet that I was doing my own league. I thought that we had that kind of camaraderie, and I shouted him out just to say, I'm doing my own thing, and we had a 2-hour conversation. So I'm not sure where I know where it comes from. It's because they don't want anyone else, concentrating female battle rap. But in my personal opinion, and no shots at all, I feel like that's all they really did was concentrate female battle rap. Meaning like they don't get kudos for the first female battle because that's grind time. That was QB versus Gaddis. You know what I'm saying? They get kudos and props and salute for creating a platform and concentrating the idea of female battle rap and a female, league. But as far as we're concerned, I feel like I tried to work with them before. I created Battle Talk Radio, which was the first battle rap based radio show, and nobody was interviewing the girls like that, at that time. You know what I'm saying? That platform was there because I'm a female, I rap, and I battle at the same time, and I'm catering to females because females always get overlooked. So, in creating that, I noticed that from that point, even around then, like trying to work with them, it was always this idea of you're trying to get hot off me. How am I getting hot off you? You know what I'm saying? I made myself hot. You know what I'm saying? Like even with battling, I don't have the greatest battle rap career. My battle rap career was up
Did you
down.
suck? Yes or no?
Nah, I did not suck. I'm battling real talk, and I know it's not a views game, but I still have more views than a lot of the girls in the game right now. I got 2 battles that's over one point, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that's on the strength of me and the battler, because the views are gauged by both. You can tell if you're bringing something, if you're bringing those views to the table when you look at all your battles. You know what I'm saying?
Clarify this for me. The Persia Battle. That was a bad day for you.
Terrible.
Are you the one that keep getting that shit taken off YouTube? Do you want it off YouTube?
Come on, son.
No, because you know that's what they saying. Yo, she keep getting it flagged.
Okay,
okay.
She's like him. You can't believe nothing that she says. I don't rock with her at all, and I'm not even on that anti. I try to be like, respect all women because it's not that camaraderie amongst women. But she put that out there. I don't know why. It's asinine. Who has time to do that? And do I have the power or the leverage to say, to keep blocking battles? Like, who has that time to block battles? I didn't even know about that until probably the third time it was taken down. Then I saw some stupid tweet saying that I took the battle down. I'm like, me? Come on, son. I hate the battle. Yeah, I never even watched the battle, I'll be honest. I've never watched the battle. I don't watch my fuck-ups like that. I only watched one fuck-up when I was preparing for Matt.
Can you take us back to that day for learning purposes for other battlers? What did you do wrong that day?
Preparation.
Okay.
With me, it's never going to be nervousness. It's never going to be a crowd thing. It's just, it was lack of preparation. And, as a writer doing a billion things, I was still doing everything at the same time, that I'm doing now, excluding the battle league. But I had the show, running around. I'm managing artists myself, like all this as a battle artist, and no excuses. I just didn't put the time. And I'm gonna say this too. I had things going on, no bullshit, like life stuff that I don't care to share. But it took me a long time. I'm gonna say those things took a long time to get into that writing zone. So when I finally got into that writing zone, when everything was flowing, was probably only the week of. And honestly, most any battler knows you need a minimum of 2 to 3 weeks to really execute. Now, if you're rapping like that, OD, there are a handful of people, not even barely a handful of people, men and women that can actually execute with no time.
So when you lose, do you realize who your friends are after that? Cause I know you got some core friends. But it probably was some people that was like, oh boy.
There was some people, but people that did that, I don't know, they was corny to me anyway.
Yeah.
Like anybody that blatantly did that, it was just like, you corny, you know what I mean? And then, now I'm doing me now. Even before that, like them seeing me keep going, then you want to be all making a public announcement of speaking to me. That's what I hate is corny too. So you go from, shunning me because of a terrible battle to now I have to announce to the world that I'm speaking to Raine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So stuff like that is just corny. You know what I mean? But as far as friends, I feel like my team, they were disappointed because, shout out to Star. I always salute Star because honestly, now that I've put that out there, that was not only, my biggest paid battle, that was my first real paid battle through Star. And
so you never got paid for your other battles?
No.
Oh wow.
Never got paid for my other battles. And whatever, as far as that, it's not about me, not being on point with my business, but at the time, I'm not going to speak on anybody else, but let's just say that, that wasn't a common thing amongst females, and I know when girls first started getting paid. But again, with my record, it's like, am I gonna pay you the battle when I'm not consistent? And battle rap is about consistency.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like I said, shout out to him because he also put me in that bracket of the top paid girl at that time. Star.
What would it take for us to get everybody in the room and sing Kumbaya and all that shit? Are you open to that, or you pass all of this talk of Queen of the Ring beef and issues with people?
We could talk it out, but like I said, I've done that. I'm not I don't know what to say. I'm not a sucker. I'm not a sneaky person. Debo knows that I was very upfront with him. So at this point, I'm not sure if I want to, the respect is kind of like, as far as he goes, it's kind of not there.
So is it just him, or is it Babs and Vane?
I mean, the whole brand is the brand. They stick together, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying he's done things behind the scenes that, I feel like if I was a man, it would have went to blows. Okay. As far as fucking up, my money, you know what I'm saying? Like fucking up events and stuff like that. And I'm just now coming out about it. Because I've been quiet for at least a year and a half, 2 years. I'm just saying that now because now that I'm an owner, I'm not going to be a tiptoe CEO. So when you do stupid shit like, behind the scenes, even to this day, still doing things to kind of, impede the progress of my platform behind the scenes. To this day, I'm not gonna be quiet about it. If I'm a woman, you're a man, we're not gonna like come to blow. I'm not gonna, fight him. But honestly, you're doing these type of things, like I'm gonna tell the world in interviews.
So people are saying he's doing things. Give us an example of some of the things that he might do.
Blocking battles.
How do you block a battle?
How you block a battle is you find out, you get wind of a battle, you call up a female that's battling, and you G them with some bullshit. And because some of the girls are not are not about their business like that, or feel like they don't want to, even stupid shit, like they don't want him to be mad at them, or they don't want no problems, that's what they do. That's only, no disrespect to none of the females, but that's only because they're not, a lot of them are young, and impressionable. So it's like, a couple of them, they're not with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, whatever. But a lot of them, he's been doing that for a long time. Even when I was, in the game. You know what I mean?
So do you think that, is it, all right?
I feel like he has a right, I'll say this. I will commend him for, I know what it takes to put together battles and to have to, like, deal with the females and have to babysit them.
It's a lot of estrogen, man.
It's a lot to deal with, right? And you putting your time and effort, you're on the phone, you're dealing with their problems, stuff like that. But, you may feel entitled to certain things. Now, I'm not, I'm an owner myself. So I see where he's coming from, where I guess feeling entitled, but you're never going to hear that about Raine. Like, Raine never is, if anything, if I tell a battler that, whose best interest I have, I'm going to say, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to straight out have you book a battle that you're getting paid for, you know what I'm saying? So, and you just dead your battle. Never gonna do that.
So keep it real with something. If you were in their shoes, and BossChick Battle League was first, and it was a premier league, and it was first, and it birthed a lot of careers of a lot of these women. And then you had somebody that was from your league come and say, well, I'm doing my own league, and I'm going to take some of the girls that you made, that you brought up.
I didn't do that, though. I didn't take the girls.
Let me finish. I'm going to take some of the girls that you made and that you put on and do my own league. Would you not be offended? Yes
and no. If I'm the big fish, I'm not worried about the little fish. If I'm really the big fish, if my business is tight and I'm doing my thing, no, they'll become a worry at the. I can't see if I'm 5 years ahead why I have a problem with a new league. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I had that respect initially. So if he uses this as a crutch, yes, in a telephone conversation, I said we had no intentions of taking female girls, of taking Queen Raine girls, because I didn't want to necessarily. Now, two things about that. I analyze everything. And when I analyze female battle rap and that whole situation, I'm not so sure that they birthed all these careers. The more I analyze it, it's like the platform. I hate people that want to get credit for what the fuck you're supposed to do. The platform is supposed to give a boost. That's what it's supposed to do. Now, if you provided extra things to make these careers pop and make these girls stars, then okay, now you're doing more than what you're supposed to do. It's different. But if these girls possess certain things already, then they come to your platform. And it becomes more of it's a give and take anyway, but now it makes me question, did they really create, create careers, or did the girls have these talents that just got boosted off of a platform? Because a lot of girls who became stars, they even, stars or not, they fell to the wayside. So did you create stars? Or did these girls just have star power on their own? And honestly, my first card is not a Queen of the Ring card. Yeah, I booked girls that were getting booked on other platforms.
So you felt like they already went somewhere else.
Yeah.
So why is it a big deal?
And honestly, that's really only 40 and Norma.
Okay.
Let's put that out there.
Now you know what I'm saying?
I can talk some other stuff too, but I'm not even going, we'll save that for part 2. But
you got Star Smiles coming out, though.
Star Smiles is coming out.
Okay. Lex Banco.
Right.
Already been there.
And she's who has back. Not battled on Queen of the Ring in over a year.
The last battle was her an official, right?
Lex Banco?
Yeah, did she battle official?
No.
Who battled official? It was official.
She battled official?
I was in the building for that. That's why I know.
Yeah, she did. So when was that? A year and a half ago?
That was longer than that.
2 years ago.
Yeah, it was longer.
That's her last battle over there. So what is the problem?
Yeah.
You wasn't, you know, and then I don't understand how there's an issue when, how do you have an issue and you block battles, but then you're not paying either? What is the compensation?
But see, is that his fault for being Debo, or is it the chick's fault for being pussy?
I think that's it. I mean, from my standpoint, you know, that I don't think it's being pussy. I think it's manipulation, it's G-talk. You've been accused of being a pimp before about it, and that's what it is. It's a pimp hole type of thing. No disrespect to anybody. Like, I was over there when that whole analogy was put in the battle before. You know, the whole idea. They know that they've been accused of that before Babs came on the team. Because you have two men running a female league, right? But then when you find out details, you know, and I'm not saying this, I'm just being real about it. Like, you find out details, and you're like, okay, now the girls are not getting paid. Like, so what's really going on? It sounds like a pimp hole situation. You know what I'm saying? So is it his fault? Yeah, it's your fault when you're trying to put the fault of, you know, telling people that I'm killing your brand.
I wanted to ask you that, and I'm glad you
You're killing your own brand.
That was my next segue. How have you been told that you hurt Queen of the Ring?
Via the girls, not via him.
Meaning that, what did you do exactly that hurt them? What did they say?
I can't even think like that. Like, cause I was never told by any of them what I did.
Okay.
It sounds like creating my own league is hurting them. And how can that hurt you when you're the big fish?
Winter's from Queen of the Ring also, all right?
Well, she was taking the pictures.
Okay.
They did her dirty too. Let's put a lot out there. Like, it's just like you do dirty tactics and then you want to blame somebody else for doing them. Like, nah, like, you know how it go. I was who I was when I got there. Meaning, like, everybody knows. I just found footage today. I got footage at E Hart versus Hustle. Shout outs from both of them. Not calling me Raine. I mean, calling me Raine, but saying shout out to BossChick TV. The first battle, I always keep saying this, I came. Whether you respected it or not, that's on you. But the respect was there. Duchess, everybody, you know, like, yo, shout out to BossChick TV. It was not, it was no BossChick Raine at the time. But I was, you know, pumping BossChick, but BossChick Raine.
It was Red Pin Raine, you was all
Red
types
Pin
of
Raine,
shit.
right. It wasn't BossChick Raine, but BossChick was my brand.
Give people back history. We didn't meet through no battle shit.
Right.
We met on the streets.
On the streets.
Yeah. We was out there grinding and you was going to school.
Exactly. Well, it was like a little business class. I was getting money for my business.
Yeah.
And at the time, that business was me and Winter. It was the Ladies' Room magazine.
Oh, so y'all go back?
Yeah.
Okay.
We go back. And
because for people who don't know, it looked like you went to Queen of the Ring. You said some side shit in the air, the photographer. You stole her, and y'all started y'all.
I brought her there. She's my friend. She came to my second battle versus Shane and Ashley and started taking pictures on a humble because she's a photographer.
Oh, wow.
And then she started because she started loving it. And no one, let me put this out there, nobody was just taking pictures at battle rap events. On top of that, when Queen of the Ring was like really at that time popping, like when it was live in the Bronx, nobody, it was only a few, maybe two, I can't even say that, maybe one or two other people that was out there really, you know, giving a fuck about what's going on. And it was lit, you know what I'm saying? Like, we were doing this because, like, she's also an artist at heart, and we're females and we know the grind. We was running around before that though. It was the Ladies' Room magazine. You look on there, we got the footage up from the first two events. Not the first two events, like a couple of like the early events, you know what I'm saying? And we before that though, we was running around DVD awards, mixtape awards. I got Re-Steal before she popped off. Mad Girls, like old footage that we still gonna probably put out. You know what I'm saying? We was doing us. That's what I'm saying. I was who I was before I got there. So me doing this, and then, you know, because then Veg told me something like that, like, that they should get PC. PC? Oh, what? What did you do for me? Yes, shout out to you. I'll always salute. You created the platform. I did what I did. And let's just be frank, and I say this humbly, that no girl with my career could still be relevant like me. Meaning that, you know, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. I had a up and down career and I'm still very much relevant because I have my own vision coming in. It was never just about battling. And people who know me from rapping was telling me, you don't gotta battle.
I didn't even know you battled when I met you.
Right, because I come from that, people don't know, but I come from that off-camera era. I was battling niggas on the block. I was battling niggas in the street, you know what I'm saying? And when I came to do that, I was being told, you don't need that. Don't do that. I was like, nah, I want to do it. I see the potential. It gets you exposure. And that's what it does. You know what I'm saying? It gets you exposure. So, like I said, I salute them for creating the platform. And I'm not taking no shots or nothing, but we have a totally different vision. You know what I'm saying? And we're marketing our events differently. And I care about the betterment of the female, meaning like no girl has ever been paid 5 racks to battle.
You pay chicks 5 racks?
No, I'm not paying them. I'm trying to get them to the money.
I'll battle one of them chicks.
Yeah, but the guys, you got guys been paid 40,000, 20,000, 10,000 on a regular 8,000, 3, whatever. Yeah. No girl has ever been paid 5,000. 5,000.
So that's what you working towards?
Yes, getting them to the money. And that's our premise. We trying to get them to the money. You know what I'm saying? And get the platform to the money and get female battle rap on another level.
So, all right, it's one thing that before we forget this, plug your YouTube. Let them know what the YouTube is. Let them know how they can see these battles and subscribe. Subscribe, people.
Yes, subscribe to BossChick TV. The official link is youtube.com/Battle Talk Radio. But if you put in BossChick TV, it's definitely going to come up. Subscribe. We have everything on there. Interviews. I got my show every Wednesday. It used to be Battle Talk Radio. Now it's BossChick Radio. Just expanding the brand. And I'm doing some different content. I'm interviewing different types of people. So check it out. BossChick Radio interviews.
I'm the king though, but
salute the king. You know what I mean? I'm about to be the queen though. I'm coming.
That's dope. It's a lot of kings. We all could be kings.
Word.
But you ain't gonna be no king. You be a queen.
Nah, I'll be the queen.
Yeah.
But definitely. We also got ciphers, BossChick ciphers, freestyles. You know what I mean? Get core hip hop stuff. I'm just trying to I'm working on just getting the girls heard. Not just battle rap artists. Just artists in general, because the industry just pretty much still. It's still this one girl at a time type shit.
All right. We did a previous interview that was unreleased.
Right.
This was previously to any issues or problems, anybody. You said Kim Kardashian is a boss chick.
I did.
Why is she a boss chick?
She's a boss chick because, all right,
she suck a mean dick. Nah, go ahead.
She's a boss chick because, to me, I'm quite sure a lot of females have been in her position. Meaning like, sex tapes leaked, whatever type thing. But it didn't amount to anything. She just signed. I'm saying it's on the strength of her, but the family just signed some crazy $1 million deal. She keeps flipping everything. You know what I'm saying? And I know the guys are judging her based on whatever. But to me, the sex tape was with her boyfriend at the time, right? It got leaked.
Ray J deserves some PC though. Keep it real.
I don't know. I thought we said the same thing. I feel like she made him hotter. He was Ray J, Brandy's brother, but I feel like Kim Kardashian, her on his arm, that whole tape made him hotter.
All right. Let me come back with another segment. I'll find a segment. So she's a boss chick, but do you think, in your opinion, she's a boss chick? I ain't saying I agree with that shit, but in your opinion, she's a boss chick. But don't you think that might send the wrong message to chicks that think they gotta suck everybody's dick to get popping? Because she did suck a couple of dicks though.
So,
publicly.
I mean,
so
why? Because her life is on public.
She put it out there. You understand what I'm saying?
Why? Because she's how? Because see, that's everything I don't like about how women are looked at the game. So because her life is on on public display, and she dates a couple of guys in between. That means she sucked all their dicks. How did she put it out there?
She sucked the first dick. She gonna suck it all. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
I mean, if you've seen it,
dating,
all right.
Dude, I don't think every female sucks every dude.
Well, she married one dude.
All right, so that was cuffed.
Did she marry Kanye?
Yes.
Reggie Bush.
She didn't marry Reggie Bush.
That was all right. This is the point that I'm making. What about the regular chicks who are 9-to-5 women who take care of their family? Do you think sometimes it's sending the wrong message to the regular chicks that can't afford a fat transfer? That they think they got to be a boss by doing these things? Do you think sometimes, what about them? Who's representing for them?
Me.
Okay, good answer. That was the great answer. Because I don't
gotta just break through. Females gotta break through.
Because she is a boss in the sense of, her giving Ray J Dome secure some shit for her whole family though. You understand what I'm saying? Even her little sisters, we would have never knew who they were.
we wouldn't have known who they were, but she would have always still been wealthy. That's what is different when we come, you know, when the guys talk this shit, and I always say that too, like, you know, a lot.
Be on no male bashing shit.
Not male bashing, but women bashing. She came for money, and most of the niggas be broke. Kanye said it in his, I don't know why he said it, which was crazy, but in his acceptance speech, you know, my wife dated broke niggas, pretty much. So why all these broke niggas got something to say about a woman?
She ain't date no broke niggas. She dated athletes. Niggas is millionaires already. What is he talking about?
When he said that, it seemed like it made sense. But you're right.
Like,
when you look at her story,
only broke nigga probably was Ray J, in comparison to an athlete money.
Right.
But all right, that's the only thing I wanted to say, because to a certain extent,
I'm just saying she's a boss chick because same way I say the same perception of her is of J-Lo. I think J-Lo is a boss chick too. You know what I'm saying? And niggas look at J-Lo, they talk disrespectfully, but to me, first shout out to the Bronx on that one. But
here we
it
go,
takes
this Bronx shit.
You got to. It takes a certain type of woman. I'm not saying I'm that woman, but I'm just saying that I'm that woman in the sense of flipping things. Meaning like it takes a certain type of woman to get with a man and, you know, say, oh, you got an empire, but guess what? You're going to make me have an empire too. And that's what these women are doing.
In defense of them, which I don't really want to defend them, but they ain't doing nothing that Marilyn Monroe didn't do. Some of the women previously to them, it's all the same shit.
I don't think it's the same.
It is the same shit. Marilyn Monroe was like the first, she fucked the president and his brother.
Yeah, what is she known for though?
And Joe DiMaggio.
She's known for fucking niggas and being beautiful to the people.
That's not what J-Lo is known for though.
I said Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, but you're comparing them to Marilyn Monroe.
When did J-Lo get hot? When she started fucking with Puff.
That's not when she got hot.
When did she get hot?
Like, that's what I'm trying to say. They're doing it right now, discrediting women for what they're doing. The same type of grind. The man always wants to judge
what did J-Lo do before Puff?
By who she fucks. Let's just keep this a stat.
What did J-Lo do before Puff?
Let's keep this a stat. As a woman in business, it's very like hard to like divert. Men are always gonna try to fuck. So what you supposed to do?
As you should. Because niggas ain't homos. I mean, of course the deal is when you around a woman, no, I've been around women that I don't want any ties with. That's cool. But as a man, if you are single, why not fuck? I mean, why not? You're not gay, you're gonna be around, especially.
No, I'm saying to bring that to a woman, and that's what men in business don't have to deal with, that women have to deal with.
All I'm saying,
you're only saying that because of her. Yeah, so now she
was a fly girl before she was fucking with Puff though.
Dude.
But she was a fly girl before
she was already sure you had a career going by the time Puff came in the system.
A career is different between working.
What you mean?
A career is when you are a household name. She wasn't a household name.
See what I'm saying though? The same way you started out doing what you were doing, her first start is known as a fly girl. Exactly. It takes a certain type of woman, a certain type of mentality to flip fly girl dancer for Living Color to what it became. It's no different than the start of any man on their grind. She was on her grind. It's just that because she's a woman, now the affiliation with her boyfriend or different men, it becomes a factor. The guy. What's crazy, let me say this, what's crazy about men in power, I honestly cannot achieve power, that kind of power, it might be a blanket statement, but it's been written by rich men before, without a woman. So how come the affiliation of a woman to a man in power is so much different than the affiliation of a woman in power to a man?
Because
see what I'm saying?
Because you don't fuck with Puff and then fuck with your backup dancer.
It's a society.
You fuck with your backup dancer after that, and then the career said, ooh. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes you are who you fuck with. You are who you fuck with. That's why these men only fuck with so-called women with status quo. That's why the Instagram. This is the point that I'm making. Okay. There is a lot of boss chicks. There is women who handle their fucking business. You do not know them for fucking any and everybody. They are shrewd businesswomen.
You know why though?
Then you got these Instagram model chicks. You got these bottle models. You got different women who think they are bosses based off of fat transfer, but they have no fucking talent. So all they're good for is being an arm piece and giving niggas top.
It can be reduced to that.
But it is what it is, though.
See, me as a womanist, I can always defend any woman in any position, no matter what she is, stripper, bottle girl, whatever.
But what about the little girls?
What about the little boys? Same thing. So the dude, all right, the girl who cakes off. Strippers and bottle girls in Atlanta make 6 figures, they saying, a year.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Good for them.
Right. But now,
I never gave a whole dime.
Why are drug dealers revered when, you know, it's trapping? Strippers call it trapping. Now, why are drug dealers revered? You know what I'm saying? But the strippers look down upon. When she's making the same amount of money trapping, you know why? Because she's using her body. That's
no,
why.
because the drug dealer didn't suck 400 crackheads dick.
But he killed 400 people. He killed 400 people in the damn community, though. What's the difference?
Look, I'm in agreement with you.
I'm just saying the difference between men and women. But it's just like you attack the woman for doing what she has to do.
Because sex has a lot to do with morality.
Is survival.
But you know, sex has a lot to do with morality, though. You understand what I'm saying?
It has a lot to do with judgment.
But who else is?
My point is, men judge women for doing what they do. But if you really sit down there and break it up, it's equally disruptive.
You're right, and this is and reason why reason why this dialogue is important, because I think this is something me and you could take to the streets one day when it get nice, and get the people, you know, to speak on it, because I think a lot of things are double standards. I think a lot of these rappers are male vixens. Because you don't got no record out, you don't got shit going on, and you on Instagram and you fucking doing walkthroughs. You just like a bitch.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
But we can't, but see, that's what I'm saying. But then another man be like, yo, kid, not the hustle. But when it comes to the woman, this Instagram bitch with 30,000 followers, she don't do nothing.
But that's what I said.
But the dude doing the same thing, right? So
niggas is bitches. It ain't a double standard to me. Niggas is bitches. So if she's a bitch for doing it and you doing that, you a bitch too. You got tattoos all over and shit, and some of these niggas wearing waist trainers and shit, you a bitch too.
Niggas wearing waist trainers.
That's a whole nother topic we'll talk about. Shit.
I never saw a dude with a waist
Because think about social network, it's all about to people alike. You got people who, if they don't get a certain amount of likes on a picture, they delete it.
Wow.
You ain't know that?
Nah.
I got pictures that might have 10 likes.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck. I didn't put it up for people to like.
Girls do that.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. I'm so masculine. I don't even try to be. I step on roaches. I kill mice. I don't say ill or bug. None of that shit. I'm just gangster at all times. But you have men who adapted this effeminate way of being. And it's ways that we look at women. Men are like that now, and it's like a gender war. Look,
it's crazy, right?
The little girls are fucking people up on camera, and the little boys are wearing nail polish and dresses. What the fuck is going on?
What's going on?
So we can talk about that another time. We here with BossChick Raine.
Yes.
I think we cleared the air on a lot of things. Anything you want to plug before we go? Because I'm going to put out this interview in its entirety, no clips, everything at one time. Anything that you want to unplug? You got an event coming? Anything that you're working on?
April 26th is going down. Sunday, April 26th at Club Touche's in the Bronx, 139th and 3rd Avenue. Doors open at 1 p.m. Tickets are on sale now on Eventbrite.com. Just when you get to Eventbrite.com, search Collateral Damage. That's the name of the card, Collateral Damage. We got the return of QB Black Diamond versus Marasha. You know, that's becoming our new face. That's going to be a lit joint. We got Star Smiles versus Lex Banco. That's the most unexpected battle right there. We're going to market that real well. And we also got the grudge match, the battle of the assassins, or they saying the battle of the light skins. It's Vixen versus Precise. It's going to be an ill battle. And then we got our new chicks that we're grooming. Holly on Demand is battling Vet Cashflow Rizzy out of Virginia, and Naughty from Harlem is battling a new chick from Memphis, actually, Almond Joy. Then we got also performances from 40 Bars, E Hart. We got the dude Chess, he's buzzing, he's performing. Adi Boom is performing, and a couple of artists that are not battle rappers are also performing. So get your tickets now. It's $20 online. It's $30 at the door. We got VIP tickets, and we got a few stage passes as well. So, and the stage passes too, you get to interview. You get to interview the battlers. Like, we'll ask a question or two in an exclusive BCBL interview type thing. So it's all worth it. You know, come out, have fun, and that's how it's going down.
I seen your stage. Your stage ain't really too crazy, but me personally, I hate 400 people on the stage.
Right.
Because you got some people on the stage that don't know shit about battle rap, and they think they.
That's why we want to now put the people that the real fans.
Exactly. Because you just got fucking doofy bitches, Nels. You know what I'm saying? Just standing there. That was me. I stopped. That wasn't Raine. You know what I'm saying? But fuck her. But you guys got people who are just there that don't know shit about the culture, and they think every little hot bar, they telling the crowd make noise, and it's like that shit wasn't hot though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
That's the other thing too. We was getting a lot of gripes about crowd control. I just want to address that. We definitely gonna like tighten up on that. But real talk, when you really look at it, you know, the battle crowd is the battle crowd. So, you know, we can control it to a degree, but we definitely would tighten up. We hear the people out there talking on the YouTube comments. Do remember to subscribe to BossChick TV. Okay.
Instagram, Twitter, whatever else you want to give them.
Yes. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at BossChick Raine. That's RAINE, BossChick, one word, RAINE. And also follow the movement. Follow BossChick TV on Instagram and Twitter, as well as BossChick Radio. It's BossChick everything, man. BossChick Radio. And of course, the brother brand, the team, Boss Life Brand. You can follow the Boss Life Brand on Twitter and Boss Life Brand on Instagram. And I think that's pretty much it.
Yo, how you ain't bring me no fucking hat though? That's just the wildest shit.
I know. I didn't even think. I'm just rushing to get here.
Yeah.
Like,
all right.
I got you.
The boss chick. How does a chick get down with you? Because I know you screening the clients now.
Yes.
How does a chick get down?
I want to say this though. I will give you this, and this is a thought I haven't shared. That situation did teach me a lot about business.
Okay.
You know, because you know what that person did was, you know, leave the brand, bash the brand, but didn't want to leave, but didn't want to drop the handle, which was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, that got, you know, taken care of, but that taught me a lot. So any female that is thinking to change their name to Boss Chick whatever, you know, will be signing some type of agreement that says that you have to leave, you know, on amicable terms.
Or you get fucked up. How about that, man?
You know.
No, stop the violence.
But I'm saying, you know, like that taught me a lot though, as far as business, because who wants that? Somebody bashing your brand but running around trying to keep the name. You know what I mean? So that definitely taught me a lot. So yeah, as far as being down, I'm always looking, you know, for females to join the movement. Whatever you do, you know what I'm saying? If you just want to support, that's fine.
You need some twerkers.
No twerkers.
Oh. See? That's no twerkers.
No twerkers.
No twerkers, but I thought that was good. You know, twerkers can be boss chicks.
I mean, classy twerking, I guess. Classy twerking.
Ain't no classy twerking.
I mean, this guy.
Shaking your ass, ain't nothing classy about that.
I mean, we all like to shake it a little something, you know
For the camera?
But not just twerking. Your whole Instagram is you twerking. Like, that's not.
You see how she contradicted herself. Because earlier we had this whole discussion about twerking, hoes, and all that. You said they was bosses regardless.
So. I did not say that. See, this is I do.
We'll go to the videotape.
I did not say
Heineken, you gotta talk to your girl, man. But yo,
I did not.
It wouldn't be complete if we didn't argue about something. Me and Raine all
right. I'm surprised. I should have given it way more time. But anyway, you have a good way of doing that.
Yeah,
but if you want to be a part of the movement, just hit me up at BossChickRaine@gmail.com. Pretty much, or hit me up on all social media.
She gave out her email. I never give out my email.
Well, I have various business.
My email is motherfuckyou@gmail.com. So all right, before we get out of here, let them know you're on ForbesDVD.com. Let them know you're on ForbesDVD.com.
You're watching ForbesDVD.com. Shout out to my dude Doggie Diamonds, and of course my dude M.Reck. Salute. BK to BX.
That's what it is. See, you on some BX. DoggieDiamondsTV.com